Cartoons usually have a wide cast of characters, and writers work hard to make them likable to the audience. Unfortunately, that doesn't always happen, and there's a select few that I really dislike. However, these are the characters I feel bad for hating, and you'll see why as the video goes on. With all that being said, let's get on to the characters I feel guilty for not liking. First up is Tree Trunks from Adventure Time. I hate her almost every time she appears on screen, mostly because she's just a really boring character and she's completely different from the other exciting Adventure Time characters. There are several episodes dedicated entirely to Tree Trunks, and I believe most of them are awful. One episode called Ring of Fire focused on her love backstory, and that was one of the worst in the entire series. The presence of Tree Trunks also led to the episode Dream of Love, where she makes out with a pig more than a few times. That's not something people want to see when they sit down to watch Adventure Time. But even though I think Tree Trunks is the worst character in this show, I feel so bad for disliking her. Why? Because she's incredibly nice to Finn, Jake, and helps them in any way they need. Tree Trunks puts her own needs aside and focuses on helping others, proving to be a good character to rely on in the Adventure Time universe. But I still don't like her. It's hard to explain, but anything with Tree Trunks is usually boring, even though I do feel guilty for saying that because of her kindness.
Dream of love, dream of love. It's only a dream of love.
The next character I feel bad for hating is Pearl from SpongeBob. She is really loud, and anytime she appears in an episode, you know you're gonna have a bad time. Pearl is mostly just an annoying character because she constantly begs Mr. Krabs for something and is always yelling at the top of her lungs. Even in the older episodes, I really didn't like watching her because she was the least funny of the main characters and she barely did anything noteworthy. However, I feel guilty for disliking her because she really isn't that bad if you look at it from the eyes of a Bikini Bottom resident. You see her in the street yelling and demanding stuff, but then you realize she's a teenage girl. That's what they do, and it's completely normal. So yes, I do think Pearl is a very bad character, but I can still understand why the writers make her like this. Now, maybe if she stopped screaming all the time, I could give her a second chance. However, she's gonna keep being a teenage girl, so I doubt anything will change. Another cartoon character I feel bad for not liking is Lazy Susan from Gravity Falls. She works as a waitress at Greasy's Diner and constantly shows up for minor speaking roles throughout the show. Lazy Susan definitely doesn't appear as much as a main character, but she bothered me a lot of times when she was on screen. I don't know exactly why. I wouldn't call her bad, just one of the worst characters in Gravity Falls.
Could I get a refill, ma'am? Refill?
Oh, the hide behind is definitely real. Might even be behind me right now. Let me see. Whoa, wow, 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 what?
I guess I could say she talks weird, is way too enthusiastic with stuff, and she doesn't even know how to clean up, judging from this stain she constantly has. Now you might be wondering why I feel guilty for disliking her. It's actually the same reason as Tree Trunks. She is just really nice. Anytime you ask Lazy Susan for something, she'll get you it and you'd want to be around her. I will also admit she said some really funny stuff in the show, but overall as a character I think she is pretty weak. The final cartoon character I feel bad for hating is Onion from Steven Universe. Onion is very cryptic and shows up once in a while, but he usually stands around Steven and sometimes goes on adventures of his own. The episode Onion Gang was centered around him, and I thought it was pretty bad. I guess I would call Onion annoying because he doesn't talk or really do anything. I feel like his character has very little purpose, but that could just be me. I feel bad for not liking him because he never really did anything terrible. Yeah, he messes with Steven sometimes, but he's probably a decent guy to hang out with. I may feel guilty about this, but that still doesn't change my opinion that Onion is a bad character. However, because he's such a simple guy and kind of mysterious, I can understand why people like him. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.